When it slows down in the postseason.
Coming to you live on 2K Sports, it's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, I suppose that's right, but it still was heartbreaking. I mean, you hate to lose in OT, no matter how hard you play. You want to come out on top if you're going to play those extra minutes.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Garnett out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Waiters in at the 2. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey. What's the news, Doris?
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of your defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Weiss.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Lillard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Portland. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Moniunas, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And early on, they looked great. They made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
And Lillard kicks to Wiggins. Tipped away. Oh, and here comes Ennis all alone, and now it's a double-digit lead.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Jacks up a 3, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Ball going up court, and he gets it to go. Weiss has got his second basket of the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Wiggins. Shot to stop the run. Tries again. Rebound, Milwaukee. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, the confidence just exuding in that performance on the offensive end. I mean, really illustrates how this team clicks when guys are communicating and executing as a cohesive unit.
Yeah, roadkill is hard to get in this league. I mean, to be a great NBA team, you've got to be able to have that kind of performance on the road. Focused, purposeful, and productive. Really solid.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Milwaukee leading by 17. Here's Baker. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
This is a team that's focused, completely locked into the task at hand. What an impressive start to this game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kansas City.
And the Raptors call time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And another three for Milwaukee.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Ennis gets to Motiejunas. Takes the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Motiejunas with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Passes it to Kanter. From deep three-point range, can't get it to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
And Greg, you know how it is. At some point, you just got to man up and play with a lot more aggressiveness and toughness and pride inside.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Davis, and it's denied.
The shots aren't dropping yet. They've missed 4 of their first 5. Shots.
Impressive fadeaway right there. Motiejunas has got 13.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
From the arc, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lillard outside. Feeds it to Davis. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Wasted no time on that one. 12 points for him.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
To the paint. Milwaukee with the rebound. And they're on the break. Kanter with it. Lillard picks him up. And another three for Milwaukee.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Pleiss. Bell comes in for Motiejunas. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tyler Ennis. And that one's good.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Carter for 3. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Carter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Stolen by Carter. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. Three-pointer and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor, that's when you lose momentum. Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Their offense is really clicking.
Boy, and it's not hard to see them adding more points to this run right now.
And he gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
From deep, Ilyasova. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Rubio.
Puts up a three. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Lillard attacking. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Fades back. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Well, he's in a groove right now. The touch is flowing. 6 of 6 from the field.
And it looks like he's having one of those games, guys. He's starting to feel it.
The feed to Wiggins. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Looking now at the numbers for Carter. His last 10 games have been exceptional. Averaging about 15 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
And Toronto making a change here. Nowitzki's checked in. Got that one up quick. And 12 points for Vince Carter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quick. Don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here. Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Turkoglu's checked in for Vince Carter. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum. And he's off to a phenomenal start here tonight, guys.
He sure is. 7 for 7 already, and he just looks to be on a different level than everybody else right now.
Now, here's Lillard. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Let's take a look at some numbers for Rubio. He's been more than solid over the last month. First in three-point shooting, and he's right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. 3rd overall in field goal percentage.
And not only is he dialing it up from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters.
And for the Raptors, they're shooting in the early going here. Pretty dreadful, 22%. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Baker, and he jams it with authority.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Here's Lillard after the basket by Milwaukee. Takes the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
Hard to believe you can have this kind of a flow. Unbelievable.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
And he gets it to go. Turkoglu's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's stolen by Turkoglu. And, oh, here we go. Turkoglu's got it. The fast break chance. The tray. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
No hesitation at all in transition, and they have a huge margin in that department.
Fast breaks yield easy buckets, guys. They've made the most of their chances in that regard. The defense not able to get set. You get a running start to the rim, you should get a good number of scoring chances, guys.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Knocks it loose. Fast break, Milwaukee. And here's Ilyasova outside. Basket is good. The assist from Turkoglu. Ilyasova's got 9.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Milwaukee on top, running away with it. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his...
When I first got here, my first year was so tough that I didn't really know that I can make it in this league. To be named with all these names is an unbelievable honor, and it's been a crazy ride.
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter, they've got Kent Bazemore. Wiggins is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Nowitzki. And it's Love in at the power forward position.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And Lillard gets double-teamed. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, the Toronto Raptors just way behind.
And for the Raptors, they're in the mix for a playoff spot, which is definitely a positive. But I'm sure they'd like to have had their hands around that spot a little tighter than they do.
For sure. I mean, it's certainly not a sure thing at this point. They've got work to do yet.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Knocked away. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee. with the triple.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Launches a three, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 5 now.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide-open three.
And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Oh, and here we go. Turkoglu all alone. Wiggins with some nice D.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
Here's Ilyasova, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Ilyasova. He has 12 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
The pass to Wiggins. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Kevin Garnett is checked in for Dirk Nowitzki.
Sunkern. Whatever the fuck that is.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball. Ilyasova hits the bucket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And here's the fast break. Here's Rubio. Finished off the break. Rubio's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Here's Bazemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Wiggins drives in. That's good.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Love, and it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Clock at 6. They double-team Love. That's a 2 from Lillard, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. 4th, Damian Lillard.
Well, this kind of ball distribution is necessary for a team to succeed now and later in the season. He can keep it up. I think more guys on the squad will get involved and produce at a higher level. He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Another steal. Kicks to Rubio. And the officials... the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Only 1 turnover so far in the game for him, Kevin. Another reason they're in the lead with halftime approaching, taking care of the ball.
A different look for Milwaukee. Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Gasol comes in for Turkoglu. And Nash is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And stolen by Nash.
No.
Shoots it up. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And stolen by Nash. Fast break, Milwaukee. Gasol with it. Lillard picks him up. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Boy, a big gap between these teams as far as fast break points are concerned.
Yeah, and some teams play a slower tempo, but defensively you have to commit to sprinting back in transition and denying those runouts. Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Got a piece of it. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Here's Baker. But they get it back.
I guess they're following that
Jacks up a
bracket,
three.
but they also put
Good, and the assist goes to Nash. And he's got 41.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Anthony Davis comes in for Kevin Love. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Kent Bazemore. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That's good.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Raptors shooting only 21% from the field so far. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And a moment to see numbers for Damian Lillard. Second in assists, second in steals, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And, you know, going back to him being one of the top dime droppers in the league, it's his ability to control the pace of the game and his peripheral vision.
Baker passes to Gasol. Bell dishes to Nash. Sinks the three-pointer. Nash has got 5 points in the quarter.
And, Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Waiters. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
If they can't take care of the basketball, they're going to have a very hard time turning this game around.
True. Their turnovers are piling up in this quarter. Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Nash against Lillard. Here's Davis. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Raptors ball.
It's an MMORPG.
And Gasol comes to help. Davis kicks to Wiggins. Gasol with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Baker. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And scoring at will, starting to pull away here.
Certainly this one's threatening to get out of hand, and soon, partner.
Raptors have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And Lillard gets double teamed. They get a hand on it. The layup off target. Here's Baker. Off target from three-point range. Lillard with it. Gasol covering. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Raptors.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Clark, it's been a very successful stretch for him.
Kevin, you're exactly right. I mean, this has been some kind of run. These guys putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And they double up Davis to the inside. Rejected by Gasol. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here.
Nowitzki.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Motiejunas is checked in for Milwaukee.
Donatas Motiejunas.
There's 27 more hours to go. Oh, I'm counting down. I am counting down.
The three, he just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
You have got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down. You really got to give him some credit there. I mean, he really had absolutely no chance to stop that throwdown against a much bigger guy. But he hung in there and gave it a very strong effort.
Inside, here's Nowitzki.
No matter what we try.
Milwaukee with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. To be honest, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. This may be the best shooting performance I've ever seen.
Pulls up for three. That is good.
Which cost me nothing.
Here's Lillard.
Waved off the feet.
Another steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Motiejunas. The fast break ends at the rim with the jam.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Davis sets a screen. Pass to Waiters. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's Motiejunas. 14 points from him the last game against Orlando.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
Ball's knocked loose. Gasol with the steal. There's the triple. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
Greg, it's really the main reason they're in front. All that early offense. I mean, when they've had the chance to push it, they've pushed it.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Milwaukee on top, running away with this one. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Ricky, what does it say about this team to have such great productivity from the bench, and what does it do for you guys as a unit?
It's amazing. That means like we have a deep bench, and that's a lot of work from the staff, from the everybody of the team, like doing.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Snubble really bad, and I ran into one in my area. But it's like the only one that I've ever seen since I started.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
Shaq, let's get your insight on Toronto.
Well, the bottom line, Ernie, they got to defend the three-point line much better. They were concentrating all their effort into protecting the paint, and these guys were standing behind the line. Yak'em, splaka.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
They call that snubble. Now it's time to go sell his ass.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. We've got Motiejunas. Pau Gasol is out there with Bell, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Baker in at the three. That's the five to begin the second half for Monty Williams.
Good thing I chose Ford as my first Pokemon for the first game.
Gasol with it. Three-pointer, and the basket good. Gasol's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Milwaukee.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. This past month, he's really set himself apart. He's putting up 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And, you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about... making plays consistently.
And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games.
They've been really pleased, Kevin, with their three-point game. It's working better for them thanks to some adjustments they've made in their transition game.
A different look for Milwaukee. Pleiss is checked in for Gasol. Carter comes in for Marc Gasol. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Monty Eunice. Rubio, the pass to Bell. Fires the three. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Wiggins outside. He kicks to Lillard. Davis with a screen on Bell. 5 on the clock. Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Bell. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Garnett, the screen. Rubio against Lillard. It's deflected. Carter with the three. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Pass to Pleiss for the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get, but again, it's just one game, but nonetheless a very impressive one, the way they've handled their business here.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Took him no time at all on that one.
It has been. A 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Here's Baker, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Rubio with a wide-open look. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Getting everything to drop at an ideal time. I mean, they're poised.
Sweet, people can even have their own shops in here.
For a terrific crunch time run here. You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. And Lillard kicks to Davis. Shot to end this cold run. Can't capitalize inside. 3 on 3.
he's a mountain man, so obviously he can
now
bring a
Bell,
lot of Pokemon.
16 points for him, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
And another 3 for Milwaukee. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And the 3 ball is good. Bell's got 11 points in the quarter.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
And Davis can't get it to go.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
And guys, effort is also a talent. You've got to be willing to work if you want to make plays like that.
And here's Bell from the arc. That drops. Bell's got 28 points for the game.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Clark Davis struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Wiggins, and it's off the back rim. No good. Wiggins has gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. From deep, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket. Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
And another basket for Milwaukee.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Lillard dishes to Davis. Garnett, the screen. Davis with a screen on Ilyasova. Davis, the pass to Garnett. Clock at 4. Here's Wiggins, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Love's checked in.
Kevin Love.
Kevin. Shot to stop the run, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. 4-on-3 break. Here's Baker. Shoots a fader. Count the bucket.
He's their go-to guy. When he shoots the ball like he has today, that's what the scoreboard usually looks like.
Ilyasova. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle and at their offensive end.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. Lillard outside, and Lillard gets double teamed. Here's Waiters. Nowitzki kicks to Waiters, and it's denied. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
No.
And so here's Toronto. They're scoreless since the first half. It's stolen by Bell. And now the fast break. Bell with the ball.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
And Lillard kicks to Nowitzki. And that time, also a missed shot.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. He's found the rhythm here in the third quarter, Kevin, and his confidence is palpable. You can feel it. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be falling.
Here's Ilyasova, and he finishes the break with the lay-in. Ilyasova's got 11 in the second half. Here's Toronto, and stolen by Ilyasova. Fast break, Milwaukee. Launches it, and another three for Milwaukee.
And turnovers always a factor. They've become a big factor in this game.
And they're starting to reap the benefits here, guys. Points off those turnovers, they hold a huge advantage.
It's a pick by Love. Waiters with the ball, and it's Carter picking him up. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, rebound Milwaukee. Price has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Wow. Wow. What a great performance from him. He's hit 3 in each half.
And Lillard gets double-teamed and stolen by Ilyasova. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Price. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Here's Milwaukee now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Three-pointer, Bell. That's good. Bell's got 31 points.
Great opportunity right there. He's got such tremendous length. He can just rise up and get separation for the three.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Guys, you will not see too many of those kind of threes in transition.
Stolen. It's 2-on-1. Pull up Jay, and another basket for Milwaukee.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
And hard to pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if you've got a clear path to the basket.
Nowitzki a screen. In the corner, it's Wiggins. He dishes it to Nowitzki. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Nowitzki's got his first points of the night.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. The dish to Ilyasova. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The three, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Lillard against Ilyasova. Lillard attacking. Poked away, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Ilyasova, an amazing shot, just barely beat the buzzer!
That is as big a shot as you are ever going to see.
And guys, he wanted it. He desperately was begging for that ball. And
at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Milwaukee on top, just dominant. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So for Toronto right now, they've got JaVale. McGee. Vujacic is out there with Vaughn. Then there's Kent Bazemore, and it's Spates in at the 4. Here's Vujacic, defended by Ilyasova. Dishes it to Spates. 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A different look for Milwaukee. Tyler Ennis is checked in for Pleiss. Cantor comes in for Vince Carter. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Ilyasova. Bell's shot is good.
Just carrying the load right now offensively, guys. He is not wasting any chances.
From where I sit, Greg, it's a simple deduction. If they want things to be easy on themselves here late, make sure he has the ball.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Yeah, another turnover. But, guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Vujicic. Bazemore dishes to Vujicic. Here's Spates. Off target at the rim.
I mean, come on. You don't see misses like that. I mean, that's grade school.
Took him no time at all on that one. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. Perfect approach for what the D was showing on that possession.
Got a piece of it, and so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Toronto ball.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Brown. Fast break, Milwaukee. Fader on the way, and another basket for Milwaukee. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D. What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Rubio. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. Toronto with the ball. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And Cantor over to help. Passes it to Vujicic. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Love's check in for Maurice Spates. Here's Cantor. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
For Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Baker. And another three for Milwaukee. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
That one goes. Count. Now Vujicic. He feeds it to Bazemore. Knocked away. And now Rubio pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Really their own worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
I tell you what, guys, this game would look a lot different, would have a different texture if they didn't give the ball away so much. I mean, that's really been the storyline so far.
Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
Well, you really put your defense in a tough spot. You compromise your defense when you fumble the ball away like that.
Feeds it to Ennis. Lets it go from deep. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 8th assist in the game. Here's Vujacic. The drive by Rubio. Soft touch off the glass.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until the defense puts up a little more resistance, they ought to continue to pound them down low.
Love with the screen on Kanter. Here's Vaughn. Got a piece of it. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Here's Kanter. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. Toronto with the ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And so it's Milwaukee now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Bell's shot is good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Here's Vaughn.
Give it.
It's a pick by Love. 3 on the clock. To end the drought. McGee, the pass to Vujacic. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Toronto. Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot, partner. I mean, they just aren't missing.
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Rubio left side. Here's the 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Vujacic kicks to Love. McGee a screen. They double-team Love. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Here's Kanter. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 14 points for Enes Kanter.
Bad matchup for the defense, no doubt about it. Doesn't have the height to influence the shot there. Never mind block it.
Rubio with it. He's picked up by Heinrich. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Wow, fantastic performance from the Arc here in the second half.
For Toronto, they've gone a dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. McGee a screen. Vujacic dishes to Heinrich. Rubio comes with the double team. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Baker. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
It's been a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. He's in a groove, and that tray of his has just been deadly.
Vujacic the pass to Love. Enes on the double team. And Bazemore kicks to Heinrich. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Raptors making a switch here. Vaughn's checked in. Here's Rubio. And another basket for Milwaukee. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Now, here's Kanter. Tight defense on him. That one from long range. Kanter's got 11 points in the quarter. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
And the basket by Rubio. Toronto with the ball. looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Heinrich passes to Vaughn. Rubio comes with the double team. Shot clock at 6. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Poke loose.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Bell, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And what a tremendous game for Bell. 8 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. He's hitting field goals, three-pointers, using all that range he's got in his arsenal.
And Clark, you know that just wears defenders down because they have to follow him all over the floor.
It's stolen by Bell. Fast break, Milwaukee. From downtown, that's good. Bell's got 42 in the game.
He's had a big half from beyond the arc. When he's this hot, the green light doesn't get much greener.
McGee a screen. Here's Vaughn. He's covered by Cantor. Love dishes to McGee. Just 4 to shoot. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Cantor. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's been on a tear from the three-point line this game.
The Raptors have gone 0 of 6 in the fourth quarter. A disastrous start to the period.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Milwaukee.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent, Greg, who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
Love to Bazemore. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Baker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And you can sense the fact that they didn't want to let the fans down here. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
Greg, it really has been. I mean, such a lively, vibrant atmosphere, and no doubt that played a part in the big win.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Heinrich. Here's McGee, and an air ball on that one. Way off. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win. Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Pal, this win was punctuated by some quality defensive plays. How important is the defensive execution to your success?
Well, defense got to be always our motor. You know, if we get some stops, we're doing a good job defensively, everything will be okay from that point on. So we just got to continue to emphasize our defense.
Thank you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now an absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in the... And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoy.